What's going on, guys? It's Isaac. Today I'm working on something very interesting. John is planning on having a race out at the property. We were planning on basically working on a new track for 2021, CarsAndCameras Grand Prix, and we figured, what's the best way to really test out the track and get things like pounded down and all that stuff? We'll use cars to put on the track and play around, and we'll tear up all the grass and stuff and make it better for the go-karts, we hope. So the idea is to buy a car for under 500 bucks and I don't know, maybe 20 laps or something out there on the Grand Prix and see who lasts the longest. I'm sure there's going to be some rubbing while racing, maybe even some accidents. Hopefully it'll be all right. So today I actually picked a vehicle to do this with. Now, let me see. So as y'all know, I had a Volkswagen Passat, still do, and I was planning on buying that Passat, which it was $200, $205 to be exact, and I was going to use it for this race. Well, since a lot of y'all like that car so much, I kind of don't want to tear it up because I don't want to upset anybody. So this new car that I've got, hopefully y'all won't get upset. I paid $350 for it. I can't get a title for it because the previous owner passed away and there was no one handling the estate. So my experience in the past with other cars like that, in that situation, you can't get a title. So only thing it's good for is parts. Well, the body, there's not very many good body parts on it because it is a beach car. So there's plenty of rust on it. I can't wait for y'all to see this. But it does have a V8 and it is four-wheel drive. I think it's going to dominate on this track. So Taylor's car, I wish y'all could see it. It's a Nissan Pathfinder. In fact, if y'all watch the Cars and Cameras videos when we're on our the Cars and Cameras Grand Prix 2020, we have Pathfinder Pass. That is Taylor's truck for this race. So if y'all watch one of the Cars and Cameras videos, y'all can pause on it and you can see the Pathfinder in the videos. John doesn't have a vehicle yet. I've got an idea for it. I'm going to go check on it later, but you know, we'll see. So anyhow, this is going to be the video getting my track car ready. But I thought I'd give y'all a little bit update on the Biscayne first. So here it is, still sitting in my bay. Still has the complete inline-six engine. Here is my issue right here. Here's the head. I've had oversized valves installed in the head. I've had the head shaved. I eliminated the, I can't remember what you call it, but there was a big huge piece of metal right there on the intake. So what you do is you cut it out and plug off the top hole, and you use the head bolt on the inside of the cylinder head. I've had new valve springs installed. I had the spring perch. I had the spring perches ground down for larger springs so I wouldn't have any problems with the camshaft that I'm putting in this vehicle. So she got a big old lump stick in her. Anyhow, so I don't want the valves springs binding up. What I'm waiting for now is lump ports to put inside these intake ports. I was trying to get a sponsorship on supplying me with some lump ports, which is only like 80 bucks. And I was going to do a shout out, but no one wanted to help me out with that. So I was like, okay, I'll make my own. So I started to make my own lump ports out of a piece of steel. And I started on it, and then I just, I was like, 80 bucks, I'm going to buy the right lump ports, the ones that are proven to work right, rather than my janky stuff. So I'm waiting on the lump ports for this cylinder head, and then she'll be ready to install, because everything else has been done. She's been ported, she's been polished, she's ready to go, except for the lump ports. So upcoming video, I'm telling you guys, I was meaning to have this car, the cylinder head, on in this video, but it is Thursday at lunchtime right now. The video's got to be out in less than 24 hours. So I picked something to do, which is going to be this vehicle for the race. Let's get to it. Y'all are going to love it. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And y'all, I don't think y'all are going to hate me for it, because no title. She's rusty. She's a Dodge Durango. She's got a 318 in it. She's got some rusty spots. Here's the best part right here. Isn't that nice? And you can tell she's from the beach. Hatteras. So I had her dropped off here at the house, or the warehouse, and I've got to install a battery, and I've heard it run, but it doesn't run very well. It doesn't like to idle, so I'm hoping a brand new battery will fix that issue. So I'm going to put a battery in it. I'm not even going to change the oil on this thing. It's got 230,000 miles on it. It sounds like, or it smells like it's burning oil, but this thing's going to get thrashed and dominate over at John's place. So let's get this thing running, and we'll take her out for a spin and see how she does. I got the battery changed out. Let's check the oil in it. It is just under the full mark, so that's good. I can go ahead and tell you that the coolant is going to be non-existent, because it looks like we got some janky repair going on here. My guess is I've got a cracked radiator here, which, the way I look at it, it can stay cracked for all I care, because it's just gonna, yeah, no coolant in it. So I'll go ahead and top her up. I don't see any point in putting a radiator in it if it's probably gonna wind up getting busted. I'd hate to bust a brand new radiator. So I'm just gonna top her up and see what happens. Where? I've got used coolant out of the Biscayne. Oh yeah, I got some grass in there too. It'll be fine, right? Let me find a funnel and I'll fill her up. All right, let's crank her up and see how she does. good. So far, so good, guys. I need to put a little bit of air in the tires, and we'll take this thing out for a spin. So we are out here at my testing grounds. Got the Durango right there. She is ready to go. I'm gonna unload it. So I'm gonna unload it and take her for a rip. I can't really take it for a proper rip because I don't have any hills around here. All I've got is a little bit of mud. So I'm just gonna play around with it some. I really wanted to find some place to get some air with it, but it just doesn't look like I've got any place. So let's get this thing unloaded. Let's try some off-roading. Let's go for low. Drive. Let's go find some mud. My biggest question is, will it do a burnout? A weak one. So guys, I think she is, whoa. So, I think she's ready for the race. All I've got to do is kind of put it up in the air and give her a good check over to make sure everything is safe. So if y'all like this video, give it a thumbs up. If y'all want to see the race, it hasn't happened yet, but it will. So I will let y'all know when it happens. It's going to be on Cars and Cameras. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch y'all later. Powerhouse. Check out the interior. It's pretty gross, but it's not too bad. Not bad at all. Got some baby seats in the back. Got locked doors. Is that it? Nope. Oh, I didn't realize it's got a third row seat. That's cool. Third row seat. Got the baby seats in the third row. Alright. How do you get this thing open? Is it a... No. What do we have here? Bag. Looks like some baseball stuff. Is that tools? It's a Stanley toolkit